So today I'm going to be talking about some gimbals that I got. So the first gimbal is a Mark XD, and then the other one is going to be L7C Pro. Now I did get these gimbals on the TikTok shop, however they're available pretty much everywhere, including Amazon. So I won't be putting any link to where I got them. You can search your own. Now depending on where you get them, the price is different a lot. The TikTok shop has some discounts and whatever nonsense they say they have, and but yeah, these two should be around the same price. Now they both have control gestures, lighting, and panorama view or some other stuff. Now keep in mind that they do require an additional app. I'll be talking about this one. Apparently it has zoom focus and controls and all that stuff. Now easy to fold. I don't know about that. But yeah, and they also said they include an app. Now this one came with an additional little light. Now this light is so small that I doubt it's going to be that helpful. This is like maybe you have it like around the face and stuff like that. But yeah, it is nice that includes this. Maybe it gives an additional quality on the video. This is how you fold it and all that stuff. Now this one I like it more than this one. However, there are some things that I will talk about this one that are pretty neat. This one does not have an AI tracking. It does use an in-app tracking, and you won't be able to use your own app. Okay, let me rephrase that. You can use your own app to do manual recording, meaning that you will have to manually guide it and all that stuff. You probably have, as you can see, my phone is like really large for this gimbal. However, it can handle it. Now there are some gimbals that they cannot sustain the weight of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and that's because it is actually heavy. Now this battery is decent. It has a decent range of performance, so it lasts for a long period of time. Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm using the Galaxy S24 Ultra, it is a heavy phone and the battery does not last as long as they promote it does. There we go. You see, and it is pretty stable because this phone is too large. It kind of doesn't have enough space, I guess, here. So yeah, now this gimbal has a lot of features in the app, like it has face tracking, body tracking, object tracking, and it says it has another option called follow up with other apps. Now this is just mostly designed for you to use it on TikTok, YouTube, and some other Instagram, and it says other apps. I haven't tried that, but let's start recording or casting with Ocean. Okay, so I guess it gives you some features here, face tracking. So yeah, and now the app has some pretty good features. Anti-shake, expert mode, which it lets you set up the shutter speed, ISO, color calibration, autofocus, manual focus, ISO, shutter speed, and some other things that I think they're pretty cool. you can set up which one you want to record. It is either 10K, 4K, 10K. Oh shit, 4K. You can set up frame. So yeah, it has some beauty features. Turn off. Okay. So yes, it has some pretty interesting things. It has some settings, and it has some tutorials on some other things. I personally think this is the best option in the market for the price. Uh, Now it has like a little stick here, a stick that you can use it to move the phone around, give it directions. It has a manual focus wheel, which it does work, and this is the stick thingy. Now it has another button here, which is this is the manual zoom. You can use this to zoom manually. So it has a lot of cool things, features that I personally enjoy. Now the app is pretty decent for what it is. The other one has some cool tricks of its own. Now this one has almost the same functions. It has a manual zoom, but that's pretty much it. It doesn't have manual focus. However, it has some other features here that I personally don't think they're really useful, but they are there, so I won't be talking about those features. I will be talking about the features that I use a lot. Now, why do I say that it has some really cool things? And that's because of this little device. Now, this is a sensor. Now, this sensor they call it AI tracking. I'm not really sure if it is actually AI, but this is a pretty cool sensor. Now, unfortunately, because it is small, the tracking is not that great, but when you use the app you can actually calibrate it. This phone is too big for something like this. This one were meant to be more for iPhones or small phones. Let me put it like this, turn it on. Now there are some features here that I'm not really sure how I feel about them, but here it has the video, has some options. This one are the video, photo, video, or vlog, which I guess they give you like a small sample of how to do it. Panoramic shot, fast transition. So yeah, it gives you some like a tutorial, I guess, on how to do it. So you can switch to video. Here you can choose time lapse, time lapse. I don't know what that is. Slow motion, and some other cool features. For the gimbal, you have to click here, and it shows follow mode, walk, sport, which is right now it's in sport, and super follow mode. I don't know what that is, but full follow, half follow, and all that stuff. FPV and walk. So yeah. Now, unfortunately, the battery for this one lasts way longer, way less than the previous one. That's because again the phone is heavy and it's not able to adjust properly. Now, unfortunately, I am not sure if there are camera settings. You can put grid or a center dot, so you know how to where the actual center is of the stuff. That doesn't make sense. And then you have this other grip. I like this one better than the other ones. Then it has HDR, video resolution, which you can record a 4K to 30 FPS, but yeah, it has some filters. Okay, the other one didn't have filters. Oh, interesting. Huh. We keep it raw. It has flash, white balance, auto, Sony, cloud. And it has a beauty filter. So I'm going to switch the camera to the front facing camera. Okay, so now I'm on the front facing camera. Let me switch the AI. Okay. Now you are probably seeing that my face is right here in the phone. See, and the phone is sideways. That's not a coincidence. That's because of the sensor. That means that the sensor is not it's having a hard time recognizing my face, so it is like really centered. So what I have to do now is calibrate it. But yeah, that's and that's pretty much all that I have to say about these devices. Now they're good for making content, I guess. Now I mentioned before that unfortunately for this one the battery doesn't last as long as the other one. But yes, there's nothing really too exciting about this. I know people on TikTok are making it seem like this is something that will change your life. It really won't if you do like content like I do. If you're just sitting on a chair, it is great if you do like vlogging. You can get some some cool effects using the gimbal. But yeah, if you're interested, I do recommend them. Just look on the TikTok shop or look somewhere else on Amazon, some other websites. But yes, overall, good devices, very fun to use them too. Other than that, there's not much I can say. Do you actually need it or you don't? It will depend on what type of content you create. But as for me, since I'm not outside too often and I'm not doing vlogs or some other or doing live stream on the outside or running and all that stuff, they're not really for me. Now there's some case scenario that I'm planning to use them for, and that's to do some like maybe product some showcase. That's when I think it would be great for me to use them. But other than that, I don't know. I don't feel like it's something that if you're doing recording where you just putting the camera there and you're not moving it at all, then you don't actually need it. So yeah, well, that's it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. I just wanted to do like a small video, but it came out a little bit boring, I guess. uh, Peace.